If you are preparing for 10th ICSE board examinations, you can score 100 out of 100 in your coming physics board examination. Hello students, I am Rohit Mehta. Welcome to ATP STEM. If you are preparing for 10th ICSE board examinations and you're worried about your physics preparation, in this video, I will give you some important tips by which you can score 100 out of 100 in your coming physics board examination. So let us start with the tip number 1. Firstly, you do not have to study the deleted topics. How you will make sure of this? You need to take a printout of the exact syllabus and keep in front of you while revising the portion. And to make this easier for you, I will be giving you the exact topics that have been removed from the chapters which is mentioned in the syllabus. Also chapter wise weightage I'll be giving you in this video. So let us start with the chapter number 1. In 4th chapter, there is no reduced topic and it is expected that around 6 to 8 marks questions will be coming technically from this particular chapter. In work, energy and power, again there is no reduced topic and the weightage will be approximately 10 marks for this chapter. In machines chapter, 5 to 6 marks we can expect that it will be coming, and the reduced topic will be combination of pulley. So you have seen some cases where there is a fixed pulley and movable pulley arrangement. This is not in portion. But block and tackle system is in portion. So please be aware of this. Also, effect of weight of pulley on mechanical advantage, velocity ratio and efficiency, formulas and numericals both are not in syllabus. Then moving to refraction of light, 14 to 16 marks is expected to come from this particular chapter. And the reduced topic is the derivation part of this formula, I1 plus I2 equals to A plus delta. This derivation you don't have to study. Then in refraction through lenses, 6 to 8 marks is expected. Then derivation of lens formula is not there. Formula, numericals are there, but only the derivation part you have to skip. Magnifying power of magnifying glass, this formula related numericals, formula, nothing is there. So do not even read the theory part associated with this. Next, in spectrum, 4 to 8 marks are expected, and properties and detection of X-rays, gamma rays, microwaves, radio waves, that is not in portion, right? So please do not read this. In sound chapter, 11 marks are expected, and the derivation of the formula between loudness and intensity, this complete page you have to skip where it is given. Next, in current electricity chapter, 7 to 9 marks are expected and there is no reduced topic, so you have to cover everything. Household circuits, no reduced topic, 4 to 6 marks. Electromagnetism, 4 to 7 marks it is expected, and reduced topics are working of DC motor, AC generator, circuit of electric bell, numericals on transformer, that is not in portion. So please be aware of it. In circuit of electric bell, you just need to know how it works, but the circuit part will not be asked to you in the examination. Next, in calorimetry, 10 marks are expected and there is no reduced topic, you have to cover everything. In radioactivity, 10 to 11 marks, you can see how much scoring this chapter is. Numericals on nuclear fission and fusion equations, those type of numericals are not coming in the examination. So from the marks that I have given for each and every chapter, you can prioritize doing important chapters, high weightage chapters in the beginning, so that you will feel confident in the end that high weightage chapters are already done. Now moving to the next step. I have seen a lot of students who tend to read line by line from the textbook multiple times. Even after that, they are not very confident about that particular chapter or topic. What can be done in a better way instead of this? they can recite the chapter by themselves. Let's say if they have studied a particular chapter, they have to close the textbook and they have to think which formulas they have learned, try to write them on a sheet of paper, and then start practicing question by themselves. By doing this, you will see tremendous change in your memory retention ability. That will improve drastically. Next point is 20% you have to read, 80% you have to recite. This is very important. So more emphasis should be given on reciting the chapter, not on just reading and understanding the chapter. Then give answers in SI system. Sometimes students tend to give the answer according to the unit given in the question, but they do not change it to the SI system where they will lose marks. So this is also a very important point. Then practice at least last 5-year papers. This will give you a confidence and an idea from the chapter which topics are more important, which you should not skip. Also, you will get a confidence that you have practiced enough papers by which you will have an exam idea beforehand. Before going to exam, you will know exactly how much time needs to be allocated in the beginning, in the mid, and at the end. So that is also very crucial. Then you have to give the answers in decimal form. Sometimes in the question, you are getting the answer in fraction, and students do not tend to solve that. They leave the answer in fraction where they lose mark. So please write the answer in decimal form. That is also very crucial. Then while drawing the ray diagrams, you have to indicate the arrow properly, because from that only the examiner will understand either they are incidenting or they are reflecting or refracting. That needs to be very clear from your ray diagrams. Then the next point is very important. You need to give yourself a deadline. I have seen a lot of students, they tend to plan in such a way that they will be covering 2 chapters in the coming week and then 2 chapters like that, and then they are not able to do this because on the last day they are covering everything up. So what can be done in this case? You need to give yourself a deadline. If a specific chapter can be done in, let's say, 3 days, you have to give a deadline that by that day I have to anyhow complete this. Deadlines give yourself, that will create an urgency by which you will be more focused on the topics that you need to cover, and that way you will utilize your time effectively. Next, you have to study in chunks. So there is a technique called as Pomodoro technique, where you study for, let's say, 20 to 25 minutes in the beginning, then you take a 5-minute rest. After that, you again sit for studying for 20 to 25 minutes. Now, why this is effective? When you are studying for 20 to 25 minutes in the beginning, then at that time you will only be focusing on the topic that you are studying, and during the break, you will be able to recollect what you have studied. The processing will take time. After that, when you sit again for studying, sometimes you are revising that same topic multiple times. So that is a good way, an effective way to study. And sit for 4 to 5 times like this in a day. You can increase the frequency depending upon your strength, your ability. Next, create handwritten short notes. I have seen a lot of students who purchase short notes from the market and they tend to revise from that. Now that is not a bad way to revise, but a more effective way is by creating your own handwritten notes. That will help you to recollect the concept underlying that formula when you are revising it through your notes. That gives you more understanding of that particular topic. Next, give at least 5 to 10 mock papers before your final exam. This is a very crucial and very important point. Why? Because when you give mock paper, you will get to know that what exact problem you are facing in exam styled environment. Try to note down what were the important things that you have noticed, like when you are giving the test paper, whether you found the time to be less for that paper, or let's say you're not understanding the concepts in that particular time. So you have to work on your shortcomings so that you can get good marks in the final exam. So that's a very important step. So analyzing the mock paper after giving it is very crucial. Do not skip that part. I hope this video is very helpful for you. So if you like this video, please do not forget to subscribe and like this particular video. A PDF to these notes, I will be attaching it in the description box below. You can download it from there. Thank you and bye everyone.